Hey, what's up there, YouTube? I just thought I'd come at you with another light bulb review. This is actually the first review that I've done, probably in the last 6 to 7 months. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last time that I done a light bulb review was either right before Nards gave me the fucking shaft, or it was right after. I haven't worked for fucking Nards since May of last year when they gave me the fucking shaft after I was there for 13 months. That's when I used to make a lot of the light bulb reviews. Anyway, I just thought I'd come at you with another one since I haven't made one in a while. You'll see there's two light bulbs right here. The one on the left, of course, is an incandescent, and then the one on the right, of course, is a LED. Anyway, the one on the right, I bought that from Harry Sweaty Motherfucking Nards probably like a year ago. This is a 15 watt LED, 1500 lumens, so it's 100 lumens per watt. This is the equivalent to a 100 watt incandescent. The one on the left, of course, is a 100 watt GE incandescent. This is made by GT Light. I think GT Light really is only exclusive for the most part over at Nards. I know that there are GT Light bulbs are available at some other stores, but Nards is pretty much known for GT Light. I almost thought it was their in-house brand, but it's not. Anyway, like I said, this is a 100 watt equivalent to a 100 watt incandescent, but it only uses 15 watts, so it's not a watt sucker like this. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I still think that incandescent light bulbs they produce much better light. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people coming at me and say, hey, wait a minute. You know, LED light bulbs, you know, they didn't have enough time on the market, you know, like, they haven't been around for like over 100 years like the incandescents. You know, so they haven't really had much time to make major improvements on their LEDs. Well, actually, the last major improvement to the incandescent light bulb was like back in the fucking 40s or 50s or some shit. Yeah, something like that. I've seen several videos where the last major improvement on the incandescent light bulb was actually like in the 40s and 50s. It had something to do with the frost or some shit. So, really, from the time that Edison came out, and he's not the one that invented the light bulb, but from the time that his light bulb came out up until the last really big improvement on incandescent light bulbs, that's only a span of like 60 years. LED light bulbs, yeah, sure, they've only been around for like the last 15 years. That's true. But, you know, for somebody to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, incandescent light bulbs, you know, they've been on the market, they've had time to improve for like 120, 130 years, that's bullshit. So, anyway, so the last major improvement to the incandescent light bulb was like in the 40s or 50s or something like that. So, because when Edison came out with the light bulb that he came out with, it was a straight filament. There was no, you know, there was no coating in the inside, you know, to diffuse some of the light, to make it more of a soft white, you know. And, of course, you know, one of the major improvements on the incandescent light bulb was actually the tungsten, you know, being double coiled and triple coiled and all that bullshit. Anyway, LED light bulbs, admittedly, yeah, they've only been on the market since, what, like 2007, 2008 for the most part. But LED technology itself has been around for like 50 years. But in the form of a light bulb, for general use lighting in the homes, yeah, it's only been around since like 2007 and 8. Something like that. So it's only been around for about 15, 16 years. But during that time, they've had a lot of time to improve the LED light. That's true. When they first came out, the light was just, you know, fucking terrible. But even with these El Cheapos from Nards, the light quality from this bulb, which was actually manufactured in December of 2021, is a million times better than when they first came out in 2007. And they continue to make improvements. That's true. Now they got the LED light bulbs, that has filament strips in the middle that replaces the tungsten filament from an incandescent. And they're made out of glass. They don't have this in the way. It looks just like a normal incandescent light bulb, except it's got LED strips in the middle. And yeah, that's a great improvement, and they look just like regular incandescent light bulbs. I think that's great. But the main reason why I wanted to make this video is the fact that this claims to be a 100 watt replacement, which, yeah, it is. I've seen some 100 watt incandescents that only produce maybe 1300 lumens, 1400 lumens. And that's usually typical for your double life incandescent light bulbs. And the reason why there's not as much light coming out is because the filament. The filament is much thicker. If the filament in an incandescent light bulb is much thicker, it's going to produce less light. The thinner it is, the brighter it's going to be, the hotter it's going to run, and the shorter the life. So if you get a double life incandescent light bulb, it's going to be dimmer, but it's also going to last twice as long. If it's dimmer, then it's going to be lower on the lumens. So this is kind of like general ballpark. This incandescent right here is made by GE. They no longer make these. And yeah, my thumb's all fucked up. But anyway, this is an old General Electric soft white, 120 volt, 100 watt. I think they stopped making these like 15 years ago. This still works. This has a vertical filament in it, not horizontal. I remember seeing these when I was a kid all the time. Yeah, this is straight up incandescent, brother. 100 watt. This, of course, is made by GT Light. There's no glass or anything. It's plastic and ceramic and aluminum and all that other bullshit. It's got all this circuitry and everything. But anyway, this light bulb right here produces 1,710 lumens. 1710 lumens. But at what price? 100 watts. 100 watts to produce 1710 lumens. I mean, this is one bright son of a bitch. This right here produces 1500 lumens, which is right in the general ballpark of a 100 watt incandescent. Again, it just depends on, is it double life? Because if it is, then yeah, it's going to be much lower than this. This is not a double life. This is rated only for about 750 hours. I've only run it for maybe 2 hours tops, and they're brand new. They're new old stock. They're new. They're NOS from eBay, so they've never been used. So this has plenty of life left in it. Damn near 750. It's rated 750 brand new. I've only put a couple hours on it, so it's probably about 747, 748. But who the fuck's counting? Anyway, this right here supposedly lasts 10,000 hours. Yeah, that remains to be seen. Anything from Nards, God, who knows? This is made in fucking China, by the way. This was made here in the United States. So, yeah, this is the real deal right here. This is the poser as far as I'm concerned. But this only runs on 15 watts. And it's right up there. It's not as bright as this. The difference of only 210 lumens ain't that much of a difference, but other than the brightness, you can really tell the difference on the color. Again, like I said, this is a major improvement from when they first came out, but the lighting from this, and I'm not talking just because of this. Okay, this gives full output all throughout. This does not, because it's got this shit in the way, but that's where all the electronics are. But it is slightly diffused, whereas this is not. This is only diffused from the coating. This is diffused not just from the diffuser, but also from this, which houses the electronics. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking the general light output. I'm talking the color of the light. The color of the light is damn near identical. This one's 3000K, this one's 2700K, so, but they got the 2700K versions of this, and I've seen it, and they look almost identical. Like I said, LED, they've gotten a lot better over the years. Because when they first came out, they didn't look anything like an incandescent. Now they do on their lighting output. But I still believe an incandescent light bulb has much, much better quality of light. And of course, this one has even light distribution all throughout. But they also have LED filament bulbs that look just like this, and they're frosted in the inside and everything else. So I'm not trying to split hairs or anything like that. Basically what I'm saying in this video is, as good as these bulbs are at saving money and rendering, the same type, same color of lighting and everything else, I still think that incandescent light bulbs produce the best light. But again, these are watt suckers. Even this little 25 watter right here, this one's a 25 watt Sylvania. They still make these, by the way, but despite the light bulb ban, it's only on high wattage bulbs. This one's a low wattage bulb, so they still make these. But this one's a 25 watt Sylvania. Again, incandescent, brother, right in your fucking face. But this produces better light than that. And why? Because it's a fucking incandescent, that's why. So that's the point of this video. I did not buy this from Nards. Like I said, they probably stopped making these like 15 years ago. I actually had to order this off eBay. But I got this one from Harry fucking Sweaty Nards. These are okay. These are fine. I'm not putting it down. It is what it is. It's just your general standard LED bulb. Standard bulb. It looks like a fucking ice cream cone. But these are the standard LEDs. Now they got the more fancy ones, with LED filaments and shit. And the inside, they even frost, the inside of the bulb and makes it look just like this. You can't even tell from a distance. And like I said, the LEDs are getting much better on their color. But I still think that an incandescent gives off really the best lighting. Not just the color, but I think just in general, the best lighting. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.